Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 4th episode of Hisone to Maso-tan. Last episode was pretty eventful, I would say. You got to hear about an air show that was going to go on. You had Hisone having to do some training with the other pilots who was kind of into their practice hours. What about a character named Forrest, who we learned a lot about throughout the episode? It was kind of the main focus. And because this character was the one that rode Maso-tan before, but didn't quite get along as well with Maso-tan, really. Like, I don't think she really ever knew his true name like Hisone does. She had her own little nickname for him. But he did miss Forrest, there was no doubt about that, but he did, the relationship ended because he no longer wanted her to ride him, so he has kind of traded up, I would say, with Hisone. And yeah, we got to see the air show. 3, 2, 1, play. Jimmy. Oh, yeah, we learned about attack names as well last episode. Morris. Penguin! Penguin! Best attack name. Joint training. Sounds good. Uh, Sounds good. Of course, who better to ride the D than a woman? How important do you think you are? I doubt they'll all be just like her. A little bit mean. Look on Nao's face. It's very rude, you know. Representative. Oh no. uh, we need a better face. uh, they came to Gifu, referring to the other OTF pilots, of course. Some people don't seem to like OTF pilots. Well, specifically that person, but he just might be the most vocal about it. Wake up. And time to suit up. You know, I just take the opportunity to say that I really don't mind the 3D CG in the anime. That's not really been something that bothered me as much as it does some other people. It just doesn't bother me. If you ever wonder why I never really comment on it, that would be the reason why. Even more OTF. Penguin is best name, you shut your mouth now. Oh my god. I should have screenshot that, but it was just, I didn't have a chance. I'll go back eventually. So what it looks like, I'm just... just porn, you know, the usual. Yeah, I noticed. She's not letting go of that. Ouch. I mean, I think that tag name is fine. I preferred Penguin. Yeah. You're an easy person to piss off, to be fair. I wanted to stick. I want that to be a thing. Like a naked apron, or... Of course. Ooh, it's blue. I assume that's Penguin, the blue one. I do quite like her suit as well. That was a soft voice. I like that. But Penguin's my best tag name. I mean, Sexy Jaguar's up there, don't get me wrong, but... You know. And we see the true beast and within. uh... It is cool that we get to see more dragons. Now to await seeing more D pilots. And they, yeah, vomit that girl out. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen anyone look so graceful as they got vomited out before. I'm a little bit impressed, actually. We've had Nest following. Futomomo. Okay, what about her? I mean, I think we've seen these girls in the ED anyway, but we didn't get to hear them speak or anything. Is she the shy one? It's cute. Scopophobia, eh? I'm sure they can ride the D just fine, don't underestimate them. You know, as you usually are when you're vomited out. Poof! Wow, wasted no time. Give it an 8.5 out of 10. And this is Penguin, I'm sure. I like her. If you want slimy girls, watch Konosuba. Yeah, they're not as new as you are. Yes. I don't think she's gonna complain. She's a serious type. Sure, why not? Please do. What is that run? Wow, she took that to heart. There she goes. Well, you could solve that issue. I'm getting a feel for their personalities. Yeah. Nice. Your voice sounds kind of familiar. Yes. Yes, D pilots should know each other well. Well, they're opposites. Very serious type. I mean, she's not really wrong, but... Good to hear, face of Gifu. Somebody's praising me. This is the best day of my life. Wow. Yeah, the D waits for no one. Of course. Considering who his pilot is, you know. It's always ready to go. That's the idea. Yeah, no need. It's perfect. Feel a little bit bad for her, OTF. What is this class? Prepare for disappointment. Yeah, sure you are. Oh my god. Well, you're flying. At this rate, you're never gonna get out of there without being slimy. Uh... can they? The love of the D? I didn't think... I am never quite ready for that. Tauru, Tauru. Well, maybe you shouldn't punch the inside of the D. You just drink your problems away. You know, like Tyrion from Game of Thrones. You vomit, just vomit out the alcohol, just drink more. My god. But yeah, that's one way to go about it. You either drink together or you go to a hot spring together to bond with other girls. Preferably both. Why? Everyone has their fetish, I suppose. Yeah, I think it's a voice actress for characters like Shirai Kuroko. I don't remember her name, but that's who it sounds like, at least. Just don't ruin it. Might want to go easy on that a bit. It's not gonna have any other name. uh, I think it helps to have a proper bond with the D, to be honest. Okay. I just liked it because penguins are my favorite animal, but... Yeah, there's a little bit of a difference there. But they are dragons. That's a fact. Yes. You're gonna break it. Uh, I mean, it's not that hard to understand that different pilots will have a bit of a different way of going about things. And please stop touching me. Touch her instead. I'm sure it'll end well. Eru. He did touch her. He might regret that. Yeah. You can, you know, mellow out a little bit. Please tell us. Feel free to try, buddy. I'll have fun watching that. Yeah, he's something, alright. Do I have to? Okay then. I doubt she'd want you to. Uh, yeah, getting some action through the deep pilots would be nice, I suppose. The blue one's kind of camouflages if it goes high enough with the sky. Yeah. You really shouldn't install somebody else's D, it's not cool. Already, time really flies and you're flying. I really do love that, love that plane. That OTF. Yeah. uh, we'll see how that goes. I'm sure that's how it works. Yeah, that's a good idea. Pretty beautiful sky, honestly. Wow, she is looking a little bit worried there. Oh, wow. I think he's had enough. I may have popped something. Yeah. Yeah, you're starting to become a bit unreasonable. I was supposed to be the first penguin. You don't understand. Even though penguins can't fly. That is actually the most terrifying looking dragon we've seen so far in the show. Episode's not gonna end, is it? Okay. I was worried for a second. Yeah, that poor abused dragon. Well, no one died. Man, we have its own shift. Because it is an animal, it's not a... You really need to settle down. You look at your dragon as if it's something that's not, and they get angry when it's not that. You just... That's... No. Exactly. You tell her. She's being ridiculous. Oh my god. She is cute. No, what's your problem is the question here. The Hisone we know and love. Here we go. No, continue. Continue. Just wreck her thoroughly. Oh god, I don't know why it's so hot in here, I'm sweating. But I can't really have a fan home while recording for obvious reasons. Wasn't as cruel as she should have been. I don't think it's gonna go quite that dark. What is this show sometimes? What have I done? I don't want her blood on my hands. But yeah, Penguin's getting on my nerves a bit. I'm all for going deeper. A deep pilot can never go deep enough, after all. Okay. What is it? Oh. Yeah, I mean... White stuff would be important with being a deep pilot. But yeah, now that Dee played, I'll go into more detail. Ping was really irritating me because she kept telling off everyone else for not understanding what the OTFs really are. That they're just machines and we're just military pilots and that's all there is to it. Basically ignoring the reality of the situation that's inconvenient for her. And then when it's made very apparent to her that her way of thinking is objectively wrong, she just gets angry because reality is not what she said it should be. Like, get over yourself, honestly. She was really irritating me. I just love that part. She just shakes those hips wildly, and now does her mood for walking in place. Surely there's got to be a video of somebody on the internet copying these dances, right? That's got to be a thing, or it will be soon enough if it's not. What is? I got the fever. You're an easy target, to be fair. So that was the 4th episode of Hisone to Maso-tan. And this episode, we were pretty much introduced to 3 new D-pilots who were coming to the base. Their tag names, which is how I'll be referring to them to make life easier, Jimmy, Morris, and Penguin. So, you had Hisone pretty excited because, more friends to come over to play with. And we got to meet 3 new dragons, of course, because that kind of goes with, hand to hand. And they're very different people. You have Morris, who's very easygoing, laid back, a caretaker of a dragon, as some people would call it. You have Jimmy, who is just kind of not really sure what to say about her, besides the fact that her voice actress is who I thought it was, Arai Satomi. So that's cool. But Penguin. Penguin was the focus of the episode. She's very serious, tightly wound, a bit of a pain to deal with, to say the least. And she very much treats her dragon as an object, as a tool. It's not a living being that I have to take care of, despite the fact that it is. You have to feed it. You have to take care of it. That's what it is. You might want to just be a pilot that jumps into a cold machine and flies once in a while, but that's not what you are. You are a D pilot. You have to take care of the D. The D is a living thing. It's warm. It has feelings. You have to take care of it so that you can use it properly when the time comes. You can truly become a white lover when the time comes for it. Which, as we learned later in the episode, that was the common thing between D-pilots, a trait they all have in common. Anyway, on a more lighthearted note, there's some great stuff with Now in this episode. Apparently, she wants a tag name, and the one that she chose for herself was Sexy Jaguar. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, I would be okay with it. Certainly better than stuff like, Morris or Jimmy, to say the least, but the best part was just having Hisone, call her that here and there. That was pretty funny. I personally hope that sticks. I want it to be a running joke where she just randomly calls her Sexy Jaguar once in a while, in a context that calls for it. Where things really went wrong in this episode, though, is in the sky with our training exercise. Because Penguin, not really following orders, not really being much of a team player. She's just obsessed with this idea of the first penguin being the first penguin, and I don't know. I don't really know what her personal deal is, to be honest. I'm sure we'll get more into that next episode, but the end result was the dragon had enough. He just breaking out of the would you call it armor? I don't know what you'd call it exactly, but yeah, his tail stuck out. There's definitely a boner joke there somewhere. I couldn't think of a good way to phrase it, but yeah, pretty much that would kind of put an end to the training exercise. It did not end well. And a good part after that was just you got to see Hisone just kind of unload a bit on her, back to the Hisone we know and love, where she just blurts out everything that's on her mind and doesn't mind how much she hurts the person. And the look on Penguin's face after she did that was pretty great. You also had Morris just also tell her, unload some of her thoughts on her as well. And then she just kind of cutely exited the scene, making a little onomatopoeia sound effect things. And yeah, Penguin eventually just kind of stormed off. And then you had Jimmy saying some of her thoughts on the matter, having to go to the bathroom, just making Hisone a bit worried about her, to be honest. Then she just kind of left as well, in also kind of a cute manner. And that's kind of what we left off with the episode. And then we obviously had the end bit where the guy was talking about the one commonality between the D pilots, and I think he said it was something to do with a white lover. I don't completely understand what he meant by that. Of course, me being me, you can easily guess the first thing that comes to my mind when I think of white lover, but I don't know, maybe it's something different. We'll find out eventually, I hope. So, thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, the Dragon of Oshu, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.